Right, it actually works. Uh, you see, I'm in a different place now. If you did not see the other video, which I know most of you guys didn't, I officially moved into college. Yeah, college student. That's my friend's dorm, or that's my friend's side of the dorm. I'm on this side. Can't complain. It's a lot better than my other friend's dorm. They have no AC and they're on the other side of campus. So yeah, can't complain. Although parking is very far away. But anyways, that's not what we're talking about here. We're here to discuss the upcoming game tomorrow night, Atlas FC versus Tigres. Atlas FC versus Tigres. I mean, you know what's gonna happen. I mean, I'm sorry for no like true Cincinnati coverage. A lot of moving and shit. Just basics. 1 second. Alright, it's fine. They're not getting someone else's dorm. I thought it was mine. Cool. Well, anyways, I didn't make the coverage shows because I was kind of lazy and everything, but that was our first win in such a long time. I know, right? Finally, we fucking won a match. Um, Now we're facing Tigres. Now, as very disappointed as I am in Atlas FC recently, I'm equally disappointed in Tigres. I mean, I, I thought Tigres was doing okay. I didn't think they were that good, but Tigres are like 16th in the table. Yeah, it surprises me too. I thought they were gonna be better, but they're actually probably in far worse form than we are. But that doesn't matter right now. Let's get into this. Atlas FC has got a 28% chance to win the game, a 28% chance to draw the game, and Tigres has a 42% chance of winning the game. That's the win probability that we're showing off right now. Let's go through the last matches. We'll start off with Tigres. Tigres to begin lost 3-1 against Tijuana, against Los Cholos. 3-1 very convincingly. They did get a red card and everything. But then in the game against San Luis in the Volcan, it was a 2-2 draw. Okay, and then they lost to Querétaro 3-2. Obviously in the Estadio. What was her name? Corregidora. Yeah, I think it's Corregidora. I was gonna say Cuauhtémoc, but that's Puebla Stadium. But they've lost a pretty bad team. Like Cholos, sure, whatever. But San Luis, they're not a good team. Querétaro, they're not a good team. And then in the League's Cup, they've only been penalty kicking their way through this. They beat Real Salt Lake 6-5 on penalties after tying 1-1. Against Minnesota, they beat them 4-2 on penalties after tying 0-0. And against Vancouver, they beat them 5-4 on penalties after tying 1-1. Tigres has not won a game in La Liga technically, but they're doing a lot better than Atlas. Atlas in the League Cup, you know how I feel. You know exactly how I fucking feel about this team. Against Leon, Leon were down to 10 men, and they were still very on par with Atlas. We won 3-2. Should have been more, but whatever. And it was a very tight game for us being up a man. But whatever. And against Santos, a very boring game in Torreon. We managed to win 1-0 to a Saldivar winner. And then we finally got to see Hernan Crespo's debut. We finally got to see it. Horrible. It was fucking atrocious. Spare all the reasons. They played against Monterrey. They lost 2-0. Red cards galore. And I'm just being so honest. As soon as Crespo took over and that, I did not see no fight in this team. They did not look like they wanted to do anything this game. They did not look like they wanted to try. They did not try. They didn't even bother doing anything. And then it was just terrible. It was a terrible game and a terrible first impression of Hernan Crespo. Following that, we're taking a break for League's Cup against Columbus. Very brutal. 3-1 loss. Own goal is what saved us, but God, we did not even deserve that goal. I mean, Columbus were the better team, and we looked again like we did not give two shits that we were there. Against Charlotte, I was there at the Charlotte game, and it was fucking terrible as well. It was fucking horrendous as well. Charlotte beat us 2-0. A very simple little tap in because our defense sleeps after the hydration break, and then a very last second goal, no goalkeeper. I mean, what do you expect? And then against Cincinnati, I mean, I was watching it. First half, terrible. Beautiful goal from Cincinnati to make it 1-0. But then at the end, we kind of pulled things together and got two. The goalkeeper didn't grab it. It was a little rebound shot, and we scored. we actually won a fucking game, and we actually fucking won. Yeah, it was Cerrato and Monzon. And we finally won a game. Yay! Oh my god. But it didn't matter because we were already fucking eliminated. But so far, my thing with Crespo was we have not looked good under Crespo at all. The team looks like they do not give two shits that they are, and like they don't want to win anything. And it pisses me off. But against Cincinnati, the first half was again more of the same. But the second half was actually pretty good. And it gives me some hope. Like I already had like a whole 20-minute video already. It was probably one of my most in-depth videos for Alice FC, one of my most in-depth videos in general. But I decided, and I was going to release it after the brutal 2-0 loss against Charlotte, but I decided to calm down a little bit. I decided to calm down and go ahead and give it a shot. And just wait till the Cincinnati game. And we got a win. It was not a good win. It was not a glamorous win, but we won. So I'm going to hold off a little bit. Maybe then it's going to be, I'm going to just throw away that video. And if I want to remake it, if it goes even worse, I'm just going to go ahead and make it again. Like, it doesn't really matter. But so far, my impression on Crespo, he's walking a real fine line because this team looks absolute dog shit. And it's terrible. It's sad. It's sad to see what this team is doing, especially after last season where we didn't have any very noticeable players. We were such a mediocre team, and we squeaked into the quarterfinals and the final phase of Liga. And that team had fight. That team had spirit. Looking back, I mean, even in the videos, I was like, fine, whatever. With like the really stupid draws against like Querétaro, the loss against León. I mean, we made it, and that team had so much more fight than this team is showing me, and it kind of pisses me off. But let's see how it goes. I mean, this is the game that we have to beat them. We have to defeat Tigres at the very least. At the very least, even then, I'll be perfectly fine if we just tie this game. Like if we just tie against Tigres, I'll be more than happy. I'll be ecstatic. I'll be happy for once, you know. But I need to earn ourselves a point, especially because we're heading into facing Cruz Azul next Saturday, and that's going to be fun. So yeah, it's going to be great. I'm pissed off. It's gonna make me pissed off. And Tigres have to face after us Atlante. Yeah. So final predictions. Both teams have not been going in good. We are in I think we're in 9th place, 8th place, 2 wins and a loss. And Tigres are in 16th place, 1 win, 2 draws. No, 2 losses, 1 and 1 draw. They have been bad too. So we definitely have a chance of winning this. I don't want to get too cocky or anything. Just the way this team's going, I feel like we're going to disappoint again. I mean, even though I'm happy with the draw, I feel like Tigres are going to end up winning. That's just what usually happens. We haven't beaten Tigres in a while. So I'm going to say Tigres beats us 1-0. It's not going to be glamorous, it's not going to be crazy, but they're going to beat us 1-0, and it's not going to be anything special from Atlas. And we'll see how we continue on with the season. I mean, at this point, this team gave us so much hope to begin the season, and now we're starting to fall apart. Like always, yeah, whatever. I also missed the video against Deportivo La Coruña and Real Madrid. I'm really not caring about the friendlies anymore. Like, I watched the game; it was so boring. What was I gonna say for the 3rd time in a row? Say that the game was really boring, and Real Madrid scrapes out a victory. Let's just wait till the preseason at this point. No, I'm probably going to make the video on Schalke, and you know that. So I'm probably not going to make a preview, but I definitely will make a review after I watch the game. So that's what I'm thinking. We'll find out. That's next week's problem. So, yeah. Subscribe if you want. Like the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.